Our journey to the Appalachian Trail did not begin at Springer Mountain. It started 6 months earlier on top of Charlie's Bunyan, a popular section of the AT in the Great Smoky Mountains. As I stood there staring out across the vast beauty of the wilderness, a flame began to burn in my heart, and I knew at that moment I had to hike the Appalachian Trail. Somehow, I convinced my husband to go along with my crazy plan to section hike the AT from Georgia to Maine, and we began the daunting task of making this dream a reality. Before you know it, we were buying gear, learning how to use that gear, testing out multiple backpacking meals, and training on local trails to prepare our bodies for the rugged terrain of the AT. Finally, the day had arrived, and as the West Virginia mountains turned into Georgia mountains, the reality that we were really doing this began to set in. We drove straight to Springer Mountain parking lot and decided to hike up to Springer Mountain that evening before going back to town for the first night. Seeing that first white blaze was definitely surreal, and reaching the top of Springer felt like a dream, but it was indeed the real deal. The next morning, we took a shuttle back up to Springer to begin our first official section hike on the AT. We quickly realized that the Georgia terrain was no joke and was nothing like what we were used to hiking in West Virginia. But the beautiful views and awesome folks we were meeting along the trail pushed us forward. Later that day at Hawk Mountain Shelter, we met two really great guys, Neil and Jason, and from that point forward, we hiked together in our newly formed tramily. Our first night in camp was really tough. We had miscalculated our water sources and had to camp in a dry campsite. We were dehydrated and sore, but a nice campfire and some good company was the cure we needed. The next morning, we packed up camp and headed straight up Sassafras Mountain, then 4 miles to the next water source at Justice Creek. We literally drank like camels, then made our way to Gooch Gap Shelter. There, we had to make the very difficult decision to come off trail due to severe thunderstorms that were headed our way, which were sure to make unsafe hiking conditions the next morning. We ended our trip at Gooch Gap. There, we had a hot meal while waiting on our shuttle to come and take us back to our vehicle. Our next trip to Georgia was over Memorial Day weekend, and it was fast and furious. We drove over 6 hours and hiked about 8 miles that day. We enjoyed some of the best views that Georgia had to offer. That night, we decided to set up camp beside Lance Creek. The next morning, we hiked a couple more miles to Gerard Gap, where we met our shuttle that took us back to our vehicle at Gooch Gap. Then straight back to West Virginia we went. Now fast forward to October, which was our third trip to Georgia and the first time I was able to video our hike. We did an 11-mile slack pack from Gerard Gap to Tesnatee parking lot, up and over Blood Mountain, into Neal Gap, where we saw the Tree of Souls, and spent a wonderful time hanging out with the guys at Mountain Crossings. The rest of the day was much like our other trips, which were up and down rugged terrain with a lot of awesome sights and meeting a lot of really neat folks. We kept our spirits high and enjoyed our trip. We ended the day at Tesnatee parking lot, waiting on Nimrod to come and get us and take us back to Above the Cloud Hostel. And here is where the video begins. We really hope you guys enjoy this video. So a little bit of the camp area here at Gerard Gap. That's coming off the AT from the north. Yeah, nice camp spot. Good morning, everybody. We just got dropped off at Girard Gap. We are doing a 12-mile slack pack today from Girard to Hogpen Gap. We're getting ready to go up Blood Mountain. As you can see, it's pretty foggy this morning, so I'm not sure what kind of views we're gonna have today, but either way, we're on trail again. We're excited about it, and we will see you somewhere on Blood Mountain. So here we are. We've been climbing about an hour or so up Blood Mountain. I think we're probably halfway there. But anyways, as you can see, this is kind of what it's been all morning. Makes for some really pretty hiking though. I mean, it's beautiful this morning. It's nice and cool. So we will catch you guys at the top. So we made it to Blood Mountain Shelter. Honestly, I can say that the hike up to Blood Mountain was nowhere near as bad as Sassafras, but then again, we're slack packing today. Sassafras we did with full packs, so that might be the difference. But anyways, I'm here in the Blood Mountain Shelter right now. It's kind of dark, so I'm just gonna kind of give you a little bit of a tour here of what the shelter looks like. Pretty cool. Yeah. You can see. So disappointing, but we made it. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, there's not any views today. All right. Still on Blood Mountain. Just doing a little exploration here. It's really pretty, but there's no views. Let's see. All right, let's see if we can climb up through here. Oh, cool. Hey, I guess you could get in that cave and survive. There we go, guys. There. Oh wow, it's pretty up here. Hi, good morning.
It's better with the view though.
Right. I was gonna say,
Much better with the view.
The payoff isn't here this morning. Well, it's still pretty. Nuclear hillbilly. We think I may have a trail name. Don't know yet. Still trying to figure it out, but so we'll see. It's liable to stick by the end of this day. So we are getting ready. Well, actually we already are starting down the descent of Blood Mountain. Going to head into Neal Gap. See, we're coming out here on some of the areas that would normally probably offer some really neat views. Pretty cool though. You can see they mark the trail a lot on the rocks. White blazing it. So anyways, supposedly this is a pretty steep descent into Neal Gap, so we'll see what it's like heading down. Anyways, I just wanted to touch base and kind of give you guys a couple of the views on the way down and let you know where we're heading. I got some kind of little off stuff right here. Like I said, this all could have been probably really awesome had it not been for the clouds, but oh well. That's life on the trail. You never know what you're gonna get. Hello. Well guys, we made it to Neal Gap. Just stopped to get a couple of Gatorades, and that descent off of Blood Mountain was great for the knees. Anyways, we are just taking our good old sweet time and getting ready to head out here at Mountain Crossings, which is right here in front of us. But yeah, so good day on trail, having a good time, enjoying the slack pack option. So not going to record very much here. It's super busy here. It's really loud, so I just wanted to kind of give you guys a little quick look around. There we go, Tree of Souls. Hey, Nuclear Hillbilly. Give you a little bit of the view here from Mountain Crossings. Sorry for all the background noise. There is a lot of motorcycles here today. So yeah, so we're getting ready to hit the trail again. We're mostly just trying to get this last 6.9 miles knocked out, and then we are going back to Above the Clouds hostel tonight to stay with Nimrod and Lucky. We stayed there last night. We drove down last night. We stayed there. It's a great place. I would highly recommend it for anybody who's looking for an awesome place to stay. Above the Clouds hostel. All right guys, so we'll see you on the trail a little later. So we're on a flat area, so I thought I would take an opportunity to catch up with you guys. We've just passed Bull Gap a ways back. I think we're on Leveling Mountain. Really pretty up here. It's nice and flat. The trail has finally leveled out. We've been climbing ever since we left Neal Gap. So we're just kind of trying to make up a little bit of time because we have a lot of miles to go. It took us a long time to get down Blood Mountain. So we're just kind of, while we have some flat, trying to pick up the pace. We just stopped a few minutes to navigate and put on a knee brace. Just adjusting shoelaces and all that kind of stuff. We still got a good ways to go. Probably a good, what, 5-6 miles? We can make it.
Actually 6 miles.
2.8. It's 5.8.
Yeah, so 6 miles might as well say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Got a little ways to go yet. We're like literally just sitting in the middle of the trail. I had to stop and put on my knee brace. My knee's acting up today. We're gonna make it.
It might be dark, but we'll make it.
Yeah, it might be dark, but we'll make it. So yeah, I think definitely with the amount of rocks and stuff we've had today, I think Nuclear Hillbilly is giving me a couple of trail name options today. Like I said, when I was at Blood Mountain, so he was calling me Stumbelina, and then he started calling me Tripsy. So we'll see, but it's accurate. I can say that much about it. It's totally accurate. I've tripped and about fell probably at least 25-30 times over the last 5 miles, but you know, so yeah, I think I may end up with a trail name by the end of the day. So we are at the top of Wolf Laurel Mountain, I believe is what it's called. We got about 3.5 miles to go. Several climbs still. It's about 2:40 in the day. So we're not slowing down, that's for sure. Well, Nuclear Hillbilly's taking a little lunch break there, but you know, otherwise we're just hiking. This is actually probably the only view we've had today. You can see that the trees are starting to turn. You can see the mountains. It's a pretty place right here. Nice stealth campsite. No water, but still nice. So yeah, pretty decent flow considering. We just stopped off here at just a little bit below Bragg's Creek to fill up and filter some water. I think we have about 2.5 miles more to go. So not too bad, but we just wanted to stop here. It's the last water source that we saw between here and Hog Pen, so we wanted to make sure we filled up and had plenty of water to get over the last 2 climbs that we have. I have to filter some water too. Let me set you down so we can filter some water here. Don't have much left, but yeah. That would be bad news.
That would be bad.
Wouldn't be the first time.
I like this platypus.
This is the first time trying out the platypus filter, quick draw filter system, and we're used to doing the Sawyer, and so far we've not felt like it was quite as fast as the Sawyer is. It's not terrible, but it's so far not so good. But I don't know, maybe we just haven't gotten the hang of it yet. I mean, it's okay, but the Sawyer seems to do a little better. But we like the bags on the platypus a whole lot more. They're a lot more sturdy, and you can hold more water in them, and we like the connectors on those so far. So, but yeah, okay guys, so we'll probably touch base again at the top of Cow Rock. We'll see you there. We are still kind of walking along the ledge of Cow Rock. There's not a whole lot to see right here, but we are going to come back out on a really nice view. And so I'm just gonna walk and take you guys out to see this awesome view up here. Huh? This way?
Yeah.
It's really pretty. Hey buddy, was you looking for us? Yeah.
Beautiful.
Best view we've had all day. Without a doubt. So pretty. Oh, the trail goes through here. I didn't even realize that. Nice. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So yeah, we're actually on the trail. Took a few extra minutes to savor this view. All right, well, sadly we gotta keep on moving down the trail. So we have a few more miles to go, and like I said, my knee is really giving me some issues. It feels like my IT band is really tight and pulling pretty hard every time I take a step down. It's like a knife stabbing into the side of my left knee. So tried my brace. That actually increased the pain a little bit. So I'm just trying to, like I said, I think once we get down off of this Cow Rock, and we'll know then a little better whether or not we're going to try to venture on or just call it a day. It's really pretty through here too, guys. Flowers. I just want to say that, I mean, Georgia is absolutely no joke. I mean, we're slack packing today, and this has been tough. I mean, I think it would be a little better if my knee wasn't hurting so badly. But the shape that my knee's in right now, sorry guys, I'm losing my hiking sticks. It's really challenging, and it's been a little bit of a challenge getting off of these mountains. So we made it to Tesnatee parking lot. We just messaged Nimrod a little bit ago, and we're gonna call it quits here. My knee is just, it's shot. something's just definitely not right. I'm even wondering if this is going to end our hike early yet again. So we're a little bit disappointed right now, but you know, you got to take care of your body. I did this once in Tennessee and ended up with surgery the following year, so I don't want to push it too much and you know, end up causing damage that I can't repair. You know, the terrain here is tough. I mean, we hike pretty regularly in West Virginia, and man, this stuff right here is no joke, and it's exciting, but I'm also a little disappointed. We really wanted to make it to Hog Pen Gap this time, but I'm not sure how the knees are going to do. So we may be ending our trip here again, guys. Short, but you know what? It is what it is. That's the trail, and so not going to give up. We're just gonna take our time, and we got a lifetime to finish this trail, and it might take us a lifetime to finish this trail at the rate we're going.
You walk off like a dummy.
Snacks. You don't want any combos? You sure?
Yeah, if you was by yourself, you and her.
Having some snacks while we wait on Nimrod. Really busy parking lot. We've seen a ton of people out on the trail today, especially from Blood Mountain, yeah, to basically Neal Gap.
Yeah.
It looks like this Wildcat Mountain that we were supposed to go up and finish today to take us into Hog Pen. That's legit. It's pretty steep. So we met some, like I said, we met some cool people that was here from Florida, but they said they came down that Wildcat Mountain and that it was pretty bad, and so that's kind of what made us decide not to do that. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, just have to say, again, Georgia's no joke at all. I can totally see why they say it's the third hardest state on the AT. You know, like I said, this is our third trip down here, and each time something's happened that's pulled us off the trail early, and after a while you kind of start to feel defeated, but it just is what it is. You can only push your body so far, and this is nothing like what we're used to hiking. Hey guys, so we made it back to the hostel. We are sitting here at Nimrod's cabin. That's where we've stayed last night, and we're gonna stay again tonight. It's a really nice, relaxing place. Got some nice chairs to sit in. Got a nice view way over there. I don't know if you can see it or not, but nice view of the lake. And there's the roofs are the top of the main house at the hostel. And probably eat a little bit of dinner and just kind of chill and see how the knee does, kind of rest the knee the rest of this afternoon, and just kind of see how everything feels in the morning as to what we're gonna do. I'm hoping that it isn't the end of the hike, but to be quite honest with you, that tends to be what I'm seeing every time I'm in Georgia. So yeah, we're just gonna go down and we're gonna get some showers. I'm gonna put some anti-inflammatory gel on my knee, gonna have a little bit of dinner, have a little bit of storytelling time, and you know, just kind of a nice relaxing evening, hanging out with other hikers, swapping stories. Yeah, that's kind of all part of it too. We've got to meet some great people. That's one thing about here on the trail, on the Appalachian Trail. It's just so different than anywhere else that I've hiked before. And so yeah, anyways, when we first came down, y'all heard me mention Neal earlier, but we met Neal and Jason, and they were just two really awesome guys. And we've just met people along the way. We met some people today up at the Cow Rock that were, you know, kind of closer to our age, and we were talking about all our aches and pains now that we're getting older with our hiking. But it's been if nothing else, the three times in Georgia has taught me some things about my body, and I've met tons of really cool people. here in Georgia and on this trail. So if the hike ends today, at least we can take the experiences with us of the people that we've met. I don't know, that's just the camaraderie on the trail, the hikers and the people that you meet and the stories that you go home with. So I guess we should be proud of what we were able to do today, whether this ends the hike or not, and we can just go home knowing that we did our very best, and we'll be back, Georgia, at some point or another. So anyways, I will touch base with you guys in the morning. I probably won't video anything else tonight. Just go kick back and relax. So anyways, we'll see you sometime tomorrow. Hey guys, so it has been 2 days since we've been home from Georgia. I wanted to kind of give you guys a quick update, let you know what's going on and what happened. I know when I left off talking to you guys last, we were kind of debating on whether or not we were going to be able to continue to hike. So that night ended up, knee was pretty bad most of the evening. So we had went down, we hung out with some other hikers. There ended up being 2 other hikers there plus Nimrod. And so we had a great dinner and a lot of fun times and stories. Got up that morning and I couldn't hardly walk. Definitely couldn't walk downhill, downstairs, anything like that. And there was no way I was going to be able to hike any more in Georgia. So I didn't really record anything that morning. I know I told you guys I was going to hop on and give you a quick update that morning of what was going on, but we just had a couple hours left, so we wanted to enjoy it. And plus I was pretty bummed about my knee and having to end the trip early, so I just didn't really feel like recording that morning. We spent some time with the other people at the hostel, and we had a great breakfast before Nimrod saw us on our way. They did our laundry for us, so we weren't stinky. But again, it was a good experience, even though we fell short of our goal for miles this time, for sure. I really, if you follow me on my Instagram, Faith Mountain Hiking, you can see that I pretty much posted that. Honestly, this time the miles were just a bonus. The experience that we had at Above the Cloud Hostel, and the hikers and the sharing the stories with Nimrod and other people was absolutely the highlight of the trip. So even though we didn't make it, we made the best of it, and we still had a wonderful time. So right now I'm actually down in the New River Gorge National Park. You guys may be able to hear this in the background. There's actually a train coming, so I'm sorry for the background noise, but we're gonna do some camping for the next couple of days, and so I'll do some video and stuff for you guys. But we're here camping along the river again in the New River Gorge National Park. So I'm gonna set up camp and I'll touch base back with you here shortly.